So I'm starting with a thumb drive here just to show Techmar here, Gary and team, how we are going to build your exact file. So I'll put the thumb drive there. So I've highlighted, say, 3 files, excuse me, which is a combination of a letter size job and 2 statement size booklets. And then we're going to import these into the firing. And they reach our held queue. Then what we're going to do is we're going to go to each particular job. I'm going to right mouse click. I'm going to go to impose. We have a nice little template all set up over here. And we just call those statement to letter. And that's it. Then we go to the red X. And we save them down here to something called a flattened PDF file. And I'm going to do this with all 3 of the files independently. Okay, so stay tuned. So the only other one here is the single page Q01 that you guys gave us, and we don't want to impose that. All we're going to do there is we're going to leave it as is. Its properties are already set up basically as an 8.5 by 11, so I don't even need to go in and impose that one. So now I've got a couple of files up here that are called, now you'll see the IMP prefix in there, and that means imposed, sorry. And then I've got my 552 Q01, which is just a letter size sheet of paper. You can tell because it's just 2 sides of paper. And we are ready to go and merge these now. So now we've highlighted the 3 jobs that we want to merge. I right mouse click. We go to merge the jobs. And we want to, there's my 3 jobs, and it says define each document as a separate finished chapter, and that's how we're going to get it to staple and sort and fold for each one of those. So I check that off. The other thing I can do is I can put it in what order I want to put these in. I want to put this Q01 in the middle of those 2, so I'm going to highlight it and then I'm going to move it up 1. So now I should have a booklet followed by a letter sheet folded, followed by another booklet sandwiched kind of in between. When I hit save, I'm going to give it a different name. I'm going to call this Techmar test, and I'll hit save. Processes it, and now it creates this new finished document, which is the merged document of all 3. And then we're going to have to go in and we'll do the setup of the staple and fold here shortly. Okay, so the final step here is we have this document, which is this QDM document, and we are going to go in and change the properties. So those are the merged documents, all of our proposed. I'm just going to come down to properties. The only thing I need to do is turn on is I need to go to layout, and we need to turn on the duplexing, open to the left, and we need to come over to finishing, and we need to go to staple, and we turn on to its center. To its center is what activates the saddle stitch finish. And then we're going to come down here and we're going to go over here to job info. I'm going to make 2 copies, maybe 3 copies, and just so I'll show you the order as it comes out collated as it goes. Okay, so there's print. So then it comes up here and does the processing. I think you're keen to know what's the processing time look like. So it's now a single job, and it is going to process it. The blue light comes on, and now we hear it running. And we'll start to see the booklets coming out of the machine here. And again, so we've got a merger of, while we're waiting, I did a test run while we're seeing here. So it came out in this order. This was the first job out, followed by our single sheet. 2-sided, just a single sheet, followed by another small booklet. So you have 3 booklets, and that's how it came out. Maybe by the time we come on over here, we'll just sort of watch what's going on. You can see that it's feeding from tray 2 right now. Light says it's processing. Comes booklet number 1 here shortly. There's your single sheet. There's your third booklet. And then you will see it come out again. So far as you can see, we had the first 3 in there. And it's just going to continue to make my final 3 sets. So in theory, we should see booklet number 1 come back out again. Followed by single sheet Q01. Followed by, again, another booklet here short. And so on and so on.